Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting it in? Body getting it funny. What's going on? What's going on, people? It is a day of another day. Of another day that we call Thursday. Anybody been saying what's going to be moved by this or anything as far as being prosperity in the life of the living. Now I want to talk to you about this third hand. Of course, one of my sisters, Caitlyn Jenner, and she said she's having problems in reference to the way her family is treating her after she's transitioned, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, because she did it on YouTube, but I didn't put it up here for copyright reasons, you already know. And I'm going to share this story as far as what I read, what she had to say. Check this out.
Where is the love? Caitlyn Jenner says to the Kardashians, don't rock with her since she bailed on Bruce. Now, basically they're saying that Caitlyn Jenner accused the Kardashian of disassociating her from her after her transition. Now, Caitlyn Jenner doesn't really feel like a part of the family anymore ever since she shared her masculinity in exchange for a more comfortable mannerism. And she said that she had to sit down with Khloe Kardashian on a new episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians to explain. And this is what she said. I just really feel like over the last year and a half, we certainly have grown apart, Jenner says. Day after day, after months, nobody calls, nobody checks in, just, hey, how are you doing? I haven't gotten that phone call from anyone. You can't help but to sit there and think, okay, is it because I transitioned? They don't like me anymore? I want to know what is wrong. What I didn't do wrong, what I did right. And let's move forward, she continued, on an episode that's coming as far as Kardashian and stuff. And it put all the foolishness and the fuckery that Kardashian engaged in. They got the nerve to give their poor dad, mom, the stiff arm, shaking my head. This is so sad, But Kate, you want to transition and stuff, so you're a very beautiful woman, and the thing about it is that you have to understand you're standing in your truth. And for once, I think the problem with you is that you are finally getting an idea what it's like to be a real transgender woman. What you're experiencing is really not an episode as far as TV. This is what trans people go through their whole lives. They get disassociated from their family. They get put out on the streets. You say that we don't get put on Sports Illustrated magazines when we get put out on the streets, but we do end up on the news as far as being murdered. I feel so sorry for you that your family's giving you a reality check as far as your change. We didn't get the magazines on the front cover of Vanity Fair when we're out there in our truth, but we out there being murdered on the streets where everybody looks on and blame us. So now, for once, when they used to sit on that bus and try to explain to you what you didn't need to do and what you do need to do, you didn't listen. For now, you're getting a wake-up call and actually what it's like to be a transgender woman. So welcome to the real world, Miss Caitlyn Jenner, because now you got an idea of being a transgender woman. We lose everything. We don't get the accolades like you've gotten. We don't have the fortune like you have. So I feel sorry for you for as far as losing your family and stuff, but for once, this is a step in your transgender realness. Because now you're finally getting the idea of what the girls were trying to tell you on the bus, what the transgender's been going through. Now it's finally hitting you on your lap and your doorstep. And guess what? we don't get to document it on TV and get paid for our stories. Instead, we end up being the
Okay,
stories.
you see that? This is my thing. And I try really hard to work with her only because she's an older doll, so which means that she is not much more mindset as far as being trans. Now, the one thing about trans, I learned that everybody has a different way of transitioning. Everybody goes through different steps, patterns, ways they idea who they want to look like, who they want to be like. And to me, okay, I'm gonna talk about me for a second. When it came out to me as far as my transition and stuff, I wanted to look like a, how you open magazines, and you see the Victoria's Secret models and they're their poses and stuff. I wanted to be this model with flat chests and wide hips. That's what I wanted to look like. But obviously, it didn't work out the way I planned it. And the thing about it is that I also said to myself, if I'm going to transition, I want to be somebody that I would want to have sex with. Now I watch different patterns as far as girls, transitioning and stuff, and I watch the way they mannerism, and to me, I feel as though when it came to her, as far as her transition, there are the girls who transition that are like, how many might transition and do different things as far as levels, and they move forward, but then there's the one who become a diva, like a real bitch, you know what I mean? So I hate to do this with her because, I don't like attacking my sisters, you know what I mean? Because I feel as they get a fair share of it. And I really hate to go after her because I know a lot of people already are. And I don't like to jump on a bandwagon with someone else. If everybody jump on her, I have to take her side only because I have to. This is how I am. I may be wrong with the case may be, but I have to stick behind a person. But this is just my opinion. And Caitlyn, you're my sister. I'm always going to love you because you're one of the tall girls. But this is the thing with me, with her. This is it. She is the kind of girl that once she transitioned, she became a diva. And when I say a diva, that means you became this, like, oh my God, I'm so pretty. Look how pretty I am. And you become all this person that, oh my God, And I know some girls, I can relate to what I'm talking about. They like put on makeup and stuff like, oh my God, I'm so pretty. Girl, do you know how pretty I am? Look how pretty I am. Little girl, I'm so pretty. And you look at her like, really, bitch? And then they start saying how pretty they are, and they start doing these things. Now, when she transitioned and stuff, and to me, I feel as though she had the right team around her, they would have stopped her as far as I am Kate on the front cover of that Vanity Fair magazine in a pair of panties and a corset. The reason why is because you're transitioning into a woman and you have your family looking at this when it comes out. Now, I understand you want to live in your truth and stuff like that, but even certain things, I would get embarrassed if my parents saw, well, I wouldn't say I would, but really, I really could care less. But the thing about me is a little different because I don't have that supportive family as far as her, And the thing about it with her, you have kids. I don't have kids. My baby's dead. So, but that's another story. I'm not even going to that because ask me. But anyway, so the thing about it with her is she sit up there and she got on the sort of one set, bathing suit and stuff like that. And, the thing about it is that the girls are going to be looking on. And the one thing she didn't understand is that you have females. And once you transition, you can go into your beauty and stuff like that. But women are looking at you. We understand that men are looking, but the women look at you like, look at this. And now you're this diva, and you're walking around with these heels, and you're just giving all this glamour. And that's not what transgenders go through. And I think that's the problem, is that you're getting a reality check of being trans. I think this, to be honest with you, Caitlyn Jenner, if you listen to this video, I think this is the first step that you've learned as far as being trans. You could have took that, I am Kate, you could have took it so far, but you became so oblivious and so arrogant about
being Team Trump until the Boston Herald on Twitter, Caitlyn Jenner speaks out on Donald Trump transgender bathroom rollback, and she says this is a disaster and told Trump to call her.
What you were doing, you just became too much of the show and not as much of the reality that what the girls were going. Sure, you could show bad events and give, oh, I'm sorry, girl, but we needed more than that. We needed you to step down off of that platform as far as mentally and really step into that world. You could have been like, listen, let's all go in disguise, we're going in here. You could have found another way around, you know what I mean? So you could come relatable, like, oh, well, Caitlyn is going in, and Caitlyn is, whoa, look at Caitlyn's going in, she's going the avenue, so that she's showing, but you was more like the glamour girl. Honey, I got my own show, I'm beautiful, I'm one of the you couldn't even call yourself, you couldn't call yourself another, you called yourself C as in gay as far as being a Kardashian. Everything was just all about the glamour, but it wasn't about the reality. And I think the problem with you is that you're getting a dose of reality and stuff like that, and we already know they're going to still stick around you and stuff like that, but I think it's a little hard, and I think the problem that you're having is that Khloe, you thought would be the one that was most susceptible, and she wasn't. It's always the piece you least suspect will be supportive, and, it is what it is, and, I just think that's what it is, when you became who you are, you became the diva, the bitch, and you was like, it's all about me, I'm so beautiful, oh my God, look at me in this outfit, look, I'm stunning, and girl, help me with this outfit, and girl, you're like, everyone should be living for you, and it wasn't, and I think that's the problem you're having, and, and I know my sisters, girls like me, and probably you guys know, we know people like that, they put on makeup and stuff, and they become this real conceited, it's like I can't even talk to you because you think the world is revolving around you, like you're just so beautiful. I'm the beautifulest girl in the room, so the reality is that they're taking you off their high horse, and I don't think you like it, but it is what it is, but I'm sure y'all will work it out because that's what y'all do, and it's probably a plot for the shows to go watch. It is what it is, but this is my opinion. But I want to see what you feel about this. Do you feel as though, that her reality check of being so much of a diva, now she's getting a reality check of what the transgender women go through? We lose the family, we lose jobs, we lose employment, we lose our life. It's not just a story to tell, it's a reality for us. So you can live in your mountains, in your house, you can close the door off, and you don't have to really tolerate to be around nobody. You probably got income coming in everywhere. But a lot of girls like us don't have that. We suffer. Some of us gotta sell our bodies just to eat. Some of us to sell our bodies just to have a place to live. We get locked down on, we get shimmed, we get murdered. So many things happen to us mentally. And we watch another man sit in front of us and say, listen, I'm not like them other dudes, I'm different. Give me a chance. And he was right, he wasn't like other dudes. He dogged you worse than they did. But reality is that it wasn't the reality that the trans woman wanted. And that's the thing I think what Caitlyn is going through and stuff as far as the kids and stuff. They separated. And another thing is that you call me dad, Sure, listen. You could have just said just call me Kate. But I understand you got kids, so it's an adjustment. I'm not going to talk about you as the kids because that's your story, and your relationship with them is going to be always different than everybody's looking for them. But you have to understand it becomes very confusing, and it is what it is. But I would love to hear feedback on this and stuff. Do you think Caitlyn's getting a reality check as far as being trans? Do you think this is her first step as far as being trans? Reality check? Sometimes it got to hit you close to home in order for you to wake up. Anyway, the being said, I just want to share this story with you. And I would love to hear your feedback on this. And I want to let you know that I love you. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch the rain.